Well, first of all, it should be made available to them, but that's sort of a given. I think the key drivers to becoming an organizational success for a BI solution is first of all to use BI with a high degree of usability. But that's actually a little bit harder said than done, because if you think about it, a lot of users are not even capable of using a product, a spreadsheet product, and therefore allowing them to move fluently around in the data environment and figure out which are the relevant measures or dimensions that I want to combine is something that should be very, very dynamic. I believe strongly that if you allow the user just to navigate in the familiar terms of the business, then you go a long way, because then the user will be able to pose the questions to the system and get some answers. However, one of the key things that's been something that I've been actually stressing for the past 15 years is that we want to allow the user to know exactly what they're looking at when they're in the decision-making situation. So not only should it be very intuitive and easy to get the data and get the charts out of the system, it should be very easy to interpret them once you want to start sharing the information with others. And I mean, how do you do that? Well, if for any chart or any cross-tabulation you pull out of the system, you're able to get an explanation stating exactly what data you're looking at, then you're a long way, because then you end up not having the meetings where you have the financial guy and the sales guy having two different sets of figures and the totals don't add up. And what happens? Well, basically you stall the decision-making process. Business intelligence should be all about driving the sound decision processes forward. So having a lot of information available to people is one thing. Having them base decisions has to do with them knowing exactly what they're looking on. So I think that a business intelligence, in order to be successful, if you want to go all the way out to the masses, needs to be able to cover both areas: the ability to get the data, the ability to understand the data, because understanding is equal to the ability to constructive discussion with your peers, for sharing throughout the organization, and so on. So ultimately, that's where the success comes from in a real BI project, not just the data.